Hey guys, welcome back to Truth Bombs. Okay, we are talking some high-tech futuristic gadgets that are going on, like personal flight vehicles. I saw one of these weird, like spacey futuristic things on my run today.
Wait, you actually saw it on your run?
The guy was on the little bike path I was running on. This guy flew past on this unicycle, but I mean, he was flying. He had a big helmet, like every inch of him was covered up in case he crashed, because he was just speeding on this little unicycle with just standing, and just flying. But this is different. Someone created a personal flight vehicle, and he got in trouble with the police. Here it is.
This flight is against the law and got me in trouble. Here's why. So that was the first video of me flying that ever hit the internet, and it broke it. Within 3 days, the government called me and said,
"You violated federal regulations."
I'd been developing the Skysurfer aircraft for years, but that night I decided to break free from my little testing area and fly around the corner to grab a late night snack. Turns out the air is the government's property and I have to do whatever they say. When they tell me to jump, I can only ask how high. That's because I've designed the Skysurfer aircraft into the ultralight aircraft category, which comes with a lot of rules, but here's the part that got me in trouble. I've been stopping at red lights my whole life. It felt like the right thing to do, but I guess now they're literally against the law. Right there, I touched the ground. That 1 second is what triggered everything. When I did that, I technically landed an aircraft on the road, which is strictly only allowed for emergency situations.
Wait, so you saw this?
Isn't that so cool? No, I saw the unicycle version of that. It was the guy I saw today on the bike path. He was standing on his vehicle just like that guy, but it was a unicycle. It was a wheel about this big. There were 2 little slots for the feet right here. Other than that, he was just standing and just zipping along down the bike path. That's why he had a big helmet on. He was wearing a coat to cover his arms in case he crashes, because he was going fast. And like that dude's thing, if he crashed, that's gonna be painful. He's standing on a drone. But I thought it was funny. He's like, turns out the air is the government's property, and I had to follow their rules.
Yeah, air rights and things like that.
He can't drop down onto the ground at a stoplight because now he says, I think the government's like, we don't like these sorts of inventions, so we're going to just watch him and find a technicality where we can get him in trouble,
Well, I think it's also just like safety.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
And then this, oh yeah, so he's got his Instagram with all kinds of videos of him
flying
this. Oh, so he's selling this personal flight vehicle. You can
for
buy
how
it.
much?
You have to inquire. There he is with it again. Isn't this insane?
Dude, who needs to sit in traffic in Houston when you can just fly on top of all these people?
So it's Ontario, California is where he was flying, and the Ontario, California police got him in trouble. So this is his website. It's skysurferaircraft.com. You can literally order one from him. He made them. I think he said he has like 8 of them left for sale on his site. But you have to email him to find out the price, which I have not done. So I don't know how much it costs.
Ivor, you gonna buy one of these?
That's a little bit. I don't know. It's not really something that I like need to have. But you know what? I will consider it as a gift for one of the men in my life. So they might
one of
brothers.
Oh, I'm like, what? Okay.
I have a lot of brothers.
The way you said it. But yes, okay. You know what? I will buy one for myself.
For yourself?
Yeah, to just be so adventurous. I love like skydiving and all that, but no one ever wants to do it with me because everybody's a chicken.
Girl, we have separate interests. Yeah,
I know.
I remember. Call me a chicken.
Remember, I told you that I was like, let's go skydiving if we went to Vegas. You're like, oh no.
That's the thing. I'm staying on the ground. That's the thing. I've covered so many crashes as a reporter. That's what I tell everyone. Like, yeah, because my other friend Yelena, she got her pilot's license to fly a small plane.
No way.
She's like, oh, come to Colorado and I'll fly you around. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
But you get on airplane.
Yeah.
With people that you don't know.
The big jets rarely crash. But the small planes crash all the time. All the time. We're always covering small plane crashes. and
It's
helicopter
okay.
crashes, clearly. Which, we have to cover the Kobe Bryant crash
Oh,
because
so sad.
there's a new rabbit hole surfacing about how he was calling out a pharmaceutical company, and then like the helicopter crash like right before like some incident with uh, the pharmaceutical company. I have to go down that rabbit hole further. Kobe was actually, and there's like interviews of him like calling this pharmaceutical company out, which those companies are powerful, you know.
Oh, baby. Let's hope y'all didn't take Kobe out. Mamba.
Yeah, because we're coming for you. America
Exactly.
loves Kobe.
Everybody love. I don't think I've ever met like someone that disliked Kobe.
His ex, who
Ex? Who was his ex?
he
The lady
he
that
cheated on her, right?
The lady that he
The big
raped?
ring.
No, that was his wife,
Rick
girl.
Ross is yes. Rick Ross wrote a song about this.
Bitch, you won when we shooting in a gym.
She took his money.
How did she took his money?
Well, she wasn't with him shooting in the gym, but that's what he wrote about.
First of all, she was the wife and she got embarrassed, and Kobe apparently raped this girl and he bought her $1 million ring.
That?
Yes.
There are so many of these little Me Too things at this point. I lose track of them all.
Ivory, that is the iconic $1 million purple diamond. Girl, let's get it together, Ivory.
Oh my goodness. I love it. So
you say Rick Ross made a song about it.
I just know about Kobe from Rick Ross. Okay, here's the other flight vehicle that's absolutely insane. The world's first,
so cool.
Yeah, the world's first air bike. We are living in the future, you guys. Look
at
this.
You know, I'm here for the future. Yes,
dude.
Autonomous.
Are you kidding me?
How do you call this?
Kidding me?
This is literally autonomous biking at this point. Like what?
It's a reality. The Volonaut air bike is in the video is a real prototype, a personal eVTOL vehicle developed by Volonaut, linked to Jetson Aero.
Hey.
It's powered by jet engines and designed with a sci-fi speeder bike capable of hovering and flying over landscapes as seen in the teaser. It's exciting because it brings personal flight closer to reality.
Wow. That is so amazing.
It's
I
really
can't
cool.
wait.
But it looks very crashable as well. With the drone the guy was standing on, that doesn't scare me as much as an airplane or a helicopter, because I can control, as long as I have the remote for it, and I can control my height. So if I crash, I don't fall very far.
Ivory, what about if you're just in La La Land and you're seeing the sky and you feel like you're above, you're getting closer to God. Yeah. And then guess what? You wake up, you look up in 1 minute, you're all the way up. What are you going to do?
That's the temptation. So I'll be enjoying this drone, and then temptation will set in. I think I can go higher. Maybe I'll go over this cliff, and that's the scary part.
Oh my God, you have to not be scared. You have to trust.
Okay, shout out to the lovely sponsor of our coverage, which is these beautiful Amare mocktails, which are good for brain and gut health. Today I am sharing one of the things that helps me feel more energized, clear, and calm without adding another thing to my already packed day. If you're a busy woman, a go-getter, constantly on the move, even a busy man, you care about your gut health, nervous system, and mental clarity, you're going to want to talk about the happy juice that we're drinking. A friend also told me that you can't out hustle dysregulation. Your gut and brain need real support. And that stuck with me. So when she mentioned happy juice, it is a drink that targets the gut brain axis. I was curious. I tried it, and now once a day you mix this sucker with water, or in this case, we actually mixed it with
Carviva
and Carviva.
It's
I
so
made,
good.
when I say mocktail, I love to mix together a few things. So like my favorite supplement items, like Amare, and then a little bit of the Carviva, which we advertised last time, and then which Carviva is on Amazon, and then the kombucha, and it makes like this really great mocktail.
And you know what? It's so funny because when I first got here, I was so exhausted. But with my happy juice,
she almost canceled the show.
I almost canceled because I was so tired. But with my happy juice, I was able to just get some energy. And I think the one that we drink was the last pack, and it was for energy. So, guys,
we're waking up, girl.
We're waking
Link down
up.
below.
Link down below, and get your happy juice and be happy like us.
So you showed up for the show, and we were both talking about these futuristic inventions. You were talking about an autonomous vehicle. So tell me about this lady.
She's a co-CEO of Waymo, and she was talking about how they have, I think, over 100 million drivers out there, and the autonomous driving days are here. So you're just gonna be sitting.
And a bot is driving your car.
Yeah, and you're gonna just be sitting there as you're just gonna be sitting as a driver, and you won't be able to do anything but just sit pretty.
And hope that the bot doesn't malfunction.
No. She said that their technology is amazing.
You know how your computers need to reboot?
Guys, let me tell you something. The future is here. Don't listen to Ivory. Ivory is still in the country, okay?
Okay, I want to hear what this lady says here.
It's going to
be a huge milestone for Waymo to announce today 10 million totally autonomously driven miles. Just put the scale of that milestone into perspective for our viewers.
So it's 10 million trips. I don't know.
So many trips, sorry.
Everyone's got it wrong.
10 million trips, which basically represents scale across Austin, Los Angeles, San Francisco, as well as Phoenix. And so we'd already announced that we were doing over 258,000 trips per week. And at the end of last year, we had hit 5 million trips. And now, only 5 months later, we're announcing.
And I haven't really heard of crashes, so that's pretty good to have that many trips. And I don't know, I just don't trust robots enough yet.
But Ivory, you don't even use robots.
I use
what do you use?
My car is kind of robotic.
Girl, you got a Mercedes.
I didn't get a car wash, and so the sensors were dirty, and my car just slammed on the brakes on its own because it thought there was something in the road, but just the sensors were dirty.
Well, that was the sensor.
That makes me not trust the robot.
Ivory, why don't you trust a robot? Is it because you grew up in a country? But you had a robot like Barbie doll, something like that. Or
oh my gosh, so we talked about this. We were joking before the show. I was like, unreal. Like, I actually had a robot as a pet. The Gigapet.
Oh yeah, the Gigapet.
Gigapet is a robotic pet that us millennials raised as children. You have to feed the Gigapet every day, and it like poops and stuff, and it's a little robot.
Where is this? I have never
Let me
seen
see
this.
If I can Google it.
Gigapet. Wow.
Yeah, me and my siblings, we loved our Gigapets. Like, each of us had one, and we were living off grid with robotic pets, and I just thought that was
Ivory doesn't like robots. That is too funny.
So this is basically a Gigapet, and so we would see it on our screen, and we would feed it and let it run and play on our little keychain screen.
Wow.
Our little robots. Yeah, it was a delightful little thing.
This is so cute.
I wonder if that's what the kids on the iPads are doing. I always wonder, all the little children are like zombies these days on their little iPads. And I'm like, are they playing with Gigapets?
No, they're on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on YouTube.
I hope they're watching us.
No, I hope they're not.
We'll talk to them about God. You know that.
Well, yeah, but, some of our topics are not kids friendly.
So you have an update on Hailey Bieber. It says Hailey Bieber Rhodes skincare brand has been acquired by Elf Beauty for $1 billion. Hold up.
The B. So apparently they're acquiring her company for $1 billion. They're gonna give her, I think, like $800 million in cash, and the other 200 million in stocks. I believe.
Okay, I don't know anyone, and I'm well networked. I don't know anyone who uses her skincare. Rhode.
Well, I didn't even know she had a skincare. But no. But
do I believe this news?
Yes, I do believe the news. But this is what I'm saying: the power of social media. Hailey Bieber have like what 40 million Instagram followers.
She does have a lot.
12 millions
and
on
her
TikTok.
husband, who has like 150 million, keeps shouting her out.
And then she started this company, I think, in the beginning, either during the pandemic or in 2022, something like that. But I just think this is pretty amazing. And she only has about 10 products in this line. So simplicity is everything. This is just a blueprint to just show people that anything is possible.
Amen. Don't stop thinking small.
Don't think small. Social media really work. I mean, her Instagram followers and just her sitting there doing her makeup and building this brand that, I mean, I've never heard of. But
I've never heard of.
I think it's brilliant that she's been able to scale and to grow that much in 55 million on Insta, and I think she has about 15 million on TikTok. So that is her beauty line. Go down road.
Where I gotta
but
show that.
Elf Cosmet, and for Elf to buy that, it's brilliant. You know why? I mean, think about the distribution channels that Elf has. They're everywhere.
Oh, that's right. So that's good.
They're in Walmart. They're pretty much everywhere. So she's about to be in, well, not she anymore. They're about to put her brand in every single retailer out here. So
did you see the
it's pretty amazing, actually.
Where was this hysterical video she did about Justin? Or she talked about how she manifested Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I guess that's her beauty line. Oh, that's her beauty line.
She had
more beauty line.
All right. Now, okay, you guys. Last summer, when I was in LA, I was like, I got to get the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
Oh,
actually, I didn't even know she had a Hailey
Bieber. That grocery store.
Yeah, Erewhon. Yeah,
Erewhon is so popular. So is the hype actually?
No, but you know what? I just found out I went to the lowest vibe Erewhon, the one in Santa Monica. Is why I was like, this isn't very special. It's like a miniature Whole Foods. And then someone who actually lives there was like, yeah, that's the lowest vibe one. So you know what? It was extremely overpriced. So you guys probably wouldn't be interested. We bought 4 Hailey Bieber smoothies for $80, and I told my audience, and they freaked out.
For $80, like
yes,
$80. Oh, okay. Like, so what was in this smoothie? Sugar and what else?
It was normal ingredient.
Not $80. I need to be rich.
You know,
come on, guys, like get on a podcast so we can sell for a smoothie. So $20 smoothie.
Yeah,
baby, that's when you know you rich. When you can put $20 in a smoothie and people actually buy it.
Yeah,
$20 a smoothie.
The
cost of that cup of smoothie is probably 25 cents.
I know, it was
like that is over. I would say that is over 2,000%. Like, like markup. Like what,
dude? Just and I think marrying Justin Bieber put her on the map, and she had all her success,
dude.
And
I'm just sitting here thinking about the cost of that smoothie.
Yeah, I just love Hailey and Justin. I told you guys that, but she just made the cover of Vogue, and Justin shouted her out on his Instagram, and he was saying that he actually posted it, that they would have this giant fight, and he like shouted at her that you'll never be on the cover of Vogue, and now she's on the cover, and he's just so proud of her. He was real and raw about himself. He was like, yeah, I just felt we were fighting, and I just felt so violated and like emasculated, basically, that I had to say that to her. because I was feeling vulnerable, you know, and Justin's like so raw and real about his manhood, you know, and so I just thought that was really special. You know, he was real about that, and he was so proud of her that she was on Vogue, even though he said she wouldn't be.
Baby, we're gonna be on Vogue.
Amen. So yeah.
Wow.
But she said that she manifested Justin by her dad bought her like some sort of tincture droplets from a witch in the mountains of Canada, or that would, she said that this is how you manifest a Canadian pop star or something. I think she was joking. I hope she was joking.
A witch in Canada? Wow, not a witch.
I hope she was joking, because that's wow. I've just learned about the spirit world, and you don't want to mess with those energies.
Absolutely.
You might get Justin Bieber and a legion of demons as well. You don't want that. Okay, Lindsay Lohan is coming forward about whether she actually got a facelift, which this was a big debate. Did you see this debate ongoing? It's been huge amongst women in America.
No, I didn't even know it was like a debate.
Lindsay,
she is cute though.
Lindsay surfaced. We felt like she vanished for several years.
Mm-hmm.
She surfaces looking like $1 million, and people are like, "Oh my gosh!"
Well, lighting, filter,
and she's like 38 now or something.
She's cute.
Lindsay and her publicist deny a facelift and credit lemon juice, ice water in the morning, eye patches, chia seeds, and pickled beets for the change. LMFAO. That's my friend Dana reporting. She covers plastic surgery. She's another Houston girl here. Shout out to Dana. And Lindsay's quote is, "I'm like, when did I get a facelift? With what time? Where?"
Well,
so let's see. So Dana talks about it.
Ooh.
So she's got
work done since allegedly 2007. So we're going to focus on the new work that's made everyone.
But that was in 2007.
With the exception of one picture, every before pictures from 2018 or 2019. We see a huge change in 2022, 23, 24.
Well, she's skinnier.
So I think that she had some significant work done in 2020.
You know what? Let me.
Okay, let's go. Keep going. Let's see.
Like, I just want to say something about this side by side right here. I have looked in a month's time. I've looked like the before picture and the after picture based on my diet and lifestyle.
That is true.
My face gets puffy and bloated with jowls if I'm not taking proper care of my diet and lifestyle. On the left, that starts to appear. And then when I actually clean up my diet, and like if I do a raw vegan cleanse, or if I do a fast, my face shrink wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't realize your skin on your body can literally shrink wrap completely naturally. And that's what people don't give credit to. It's a reality. It happens to me throughout every year based on what I'm doing. And my goal is always like, let's stay shrink wrapped, but that doesn't always happen.
Wow. So let's see.
Okay,
biggest celeb transformation in 2024.
Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. She looks amazing.
Everyone said
and
that.
This is
okay, so there's that again.
So I think she got Botox. I don't know about like a facelift.
And that's what Lindsay admitted to. She said everyone does Botox.
Yeah, I think she got like Botox, maybe just a little bit of filler to just like give her some volume. But a facelift, I mean, I don't think her face will be moving if she got a face.
Oh, so that's what they call a bluff. That's above the eye, where they chop out extra skin above the eyelid.
Oh, that's the one.
Does look like she did that because there's a clear line there.
But that's the one that the Asians get, right?
I don't know. A lot of white girls do that. I know a white girl who did that, and let me tell you, it looks perfect. On my friend who did it, you can't tell at all.
Yeah,
like
I think that's also
a
lot of Asians do it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and so
because I keep seeing it on Instagram. But how do you know that that's not
a facelift?
But how do you know that that's just not lighting?
That's true too, or her makeup.
Day. That's what I'm saying.
But that is not a facelift. A facelift is dramatic. Okay,
girl, a facelift is Kris Jenner.
Yeah, let's talk about Kris.
And she was bigger there.
And like,
and her nose still looked the same.
She didn't even get a nose job either.
That's what I'm saying.
People saying all this stuff like, dude, my nose looks different depending on
how
what camera, like the camera, the makeup I'm wearing, how close I am to the camera, and my body weight.
Mm-hmm. And how you contour your nose.
And like even my hairstyle and stuff can affect how my nose looks. So people don't realize that. So I think at first I was like, dude, she might have gotten a facelift. But now that I think about it, and I just know my own personal transformation, I have side-by-sides of myself. I should have prepared them, where it literally looks like I must have done major plastic surgery.
Yeah, people always think that I get all this work done. Baby, we are 100% natural. Okay, yeah. We only get a little bit of Botox. Period.
All my friends are getting lip filler, though. You know, one of my friends just said that AI, so ChatGPT told them to get lip filler. They sent their picture to ChatGPT and asked it, how do I look prettier? And it said get lip filler.
Oh, no, not you, Chat. Giving people insecurity. I thought you were supposed to be the best therapist. Come on, Chat.
I told you, Chat can get manipulative. You gotta watch.
Not my Chat.
Chat's gonna turn us.
Not my Chat.
Chat's gonna turn us plastic. So Kris Jenner got a full-on facelift. She did for sure.
Did she admit it?
You know what? Lindsay Lohan may have.
I don't think.
I don't know if she did,
girl.
But Kris definitely did.
Kris Jenner looks so good at this point. I can't even hate.
She just came through my feed randomly. I think she was on Kim's page, and I was immediately like, "What happened to Kris Jenner's jawline?" I was like, "What is that? It is distinct."
She looks.
She's old. What is she in her 70s now? She's like.
I mean, girl, when I'm 70, I need to bring back 60. I need $60 million to look like this.
Dude, she is showing off her jawline on her Instagram.
She's showing off her money. You cannot be broke and look like this.
Her jawline is her profile pic now.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot be broke and have this much. Oh my God.
She used to be saggy. All of a sudden, her jawline is snatched.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner looks so good. It's like she's giving just wealth. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I am definitely here for Kris. If I'm 70 and look like this, hallelujah to God.
Right.
What?
People are shouting out her face.
Serving. She is serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Put this one on. Oh my god!
She must have lost some weight too.
Maybe she's on Ozempic.
She's like really old.
Who care?
I mean,
she looks so good.
Yeah, good. Shout out to. I always thought facelifts were extreme. She's 69.
Come on, guys.
I was like, dude, maybe Facebook's facelifts do work for some people.
What do you mean? Maybe look at Kris Jenner.
I know, but I always like growing up. When I would see plastic surgery, it always looked so horrendous and like.
Well, you have to do it in moderation. So, like, if Kris Jenner pretty much
you have to you literally have to chop all these sides. No, it's so barbaric, and then they like
take
pull
this and then they pull this. That's gonna be me.
I have a friend who really wants to get a facelift, and she keeps going like,
how old is she?
Looked like this. I don't want to give away.
No, but I'm just saying, how old is she? Is she young?
That would give away who it is.
Girl, I mean, I hope they're not our age because we don't need facelift.
I saw that there was this girl podcasting. She was like 35. She was 35. She got a facelift in her early 30s.
Why?
Because some white girls age very aggressively.
And she got her.
I've seen white girls who are 33 and extremely wrinkly. So
wait. And she got her facelift at 35.
And she looked like $1 million. I was like, wow, okay.
Wow. Not at 33. Wow. Just get some Botox. Botox didn't work for her?
Nope, it wasn't enough. Sometimes, and I actually have those same white girl jeans where you start sagging right here.
Girl, everybody does, I feel like.
Start sagging right here. And then if you got those little bulldog jowls, you're going to need more than Botox. Let's look at the story about 50 Cent. 50 Cent's child support saga is legendary. He's voluntarily paying his baby mama $40,000 a month, a whopping $500,000 a year, but she claimed it wasn't enough. In a bold move, 50 Cent took himself to family court to reassess the child support arrangement. The court's decision, he should pay $6,700 a month. That's a staggering reduction of $33,000 per month. This epic reduction has become one of the most infamous L's in celebrity history, leaving many in awe of 50's savvy move. He took himself to court to reduce it.
He's so trash.
Why is he trash?
I mean, he took himself to court.
Yeah.
Come on, 50.
That,
what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this is for Daffy Joy?
Why should you be paying another adult that much money?
Well,
because they're both.
Look at his baby mama.
If he's not raising the child, he should be paying her. Yes,
but I think they have joint custody. Ooh, 50 Cent. He's a fellow Houstonian.
Yeah, everyone's in Houston, you guys. You know what?
He took himself to, I just can't even believe that he took himself to child support court.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a smart man right there.
What I love about Houston, it's honestly a big secret in America. Like nobody is like, I'm gonna go vacation Houston yet, but all the big timers actually live here secretly.
What do you mean nobody goes vacation in Houston?
They all go to Austin and stuff.
Oh no, they do.
And
the Ratchets come here.
The Ratchets?
The Ratchets come here. I'm just kidding. A lot of people come to Houston.
People who are like, you know what? I want to try wearing a cowboy hat and experiencing Texas. I'm gonna go to Austin.
Oh, y'all can have that.
And then they're like immersed in hippies and homeless people and the smell of urine, and they're like,
I grew up in Austin, baby. I don't want to go back.
That's right.
I do not want to go back.
Congo jungle to
Austin, Texas. No, and then I went to the boonies, Leander. But now Leander's where all the rich people live, and they're like, "Oh, were you rich growing up?" I'm like, Leander. Let me tell you about Leander. I don't want to go back. I was telling one of my friends, I was like, Austin is so lame. Everybody looks the same. They all have the same sundress. No one looks cute. Where's the shopping? Where's
your ugly people?
It's not even just ugly people. Everybody's just so plain.
I'm
like, nobody does their hair. I'm like, wait, so how come everybody looks like?
I like to pick on Austin because I love Houston.
I'm
loyal to Houston.
Me too.
And honestly, there's a lot of things about Austin to pick on because it's a weird, hippie liberal city.
It's very hippie. That's what I'm saying. Everybody looks like.
So wonderful.
Everybody look alike in Austin. It's like, can we be different?
It was so funny. My Bible study. So I do Bible study once a week,
right?
And it is lit, you guys. And my Bible study group text is always popping off. And someone from my Bible study sent this verse from Proverbs: "The liberal soul shall prosper, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself." I said, "Does that make us Democrats, the liberal party?" and he's like, "Let me get a different translation."
Does that make us Democrat?
And he's like, "Then we rebuke the Democratic."
I'm dead. Not you in Bible study.
I didn't mean to politicize.
Are you being political Bible study?
I was
oh my god. That is so funny.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Wow.
Anyway, so there we got some scripture into our podcast per usual, and Now we're out of time. So that being said, you guys have a wonderful
weekend.
Rest of your weekend. I'm actually gonna be doing some summer travels, so we're gonna be doing the show remote next week. So tune in next week as well.
Yeah, and I'll be in my new house, guys.
Oh, she's moving to her house. I'm doing summer travels, and we will come together on the podcast remotely next Friday, same time.
Truth
Cheers.
bomb.